this quadratic equation to solve. It's a WAEC question. But there is what we are going to do on this question is we test if the question is factorizable. We use factorization method. After factorization method, we are going to solve it by quadratic formula. After quadratic formula, we are going to solve it by completing the square method, so that we want our candidates to be able to master the three methods of solving quadratic equation. So now let's continue. So the first one now is what? By factorization method. So now, when you want to use factorization method, solution 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. So when you want to use factorization method, you are going to think of two factors that when you multiply them together, it will give you constant, and when you add them together, it will give you what we have at the middle. So, but in this case now that you have your coefficient of x squared is 2. So this 2 now, you first of all multiply it by this 2. So 2 times minus 2 will give you minus 4. So which means we are going to use minus 4 to represent 2 here. So then we now think about all the factors that when we multiply them together, they will give us minus 4. And when we add them together, they must give us plus 3. So what are the factors now? It will now be 4 times minus 1 equals to minus 4. And 4 plus minus 1 equals to 3. So those are the factors that we are going to use, 4 and minus 1. So it will now give us 2x squared plus 4x minus x minus 2 equals to 0. Are we together? So having done that now, we will now group them into 2 and bring out the common factor there. So between these 2x squared now and 4x, what is the common factor there? So the common factor is going to be 2x. So 2x into 2x squared, we have x. Because when you are testing, when you multiply the 2, it must take you back here. 2x times x will give you 2x squared. So plus 2x into 4x, it will give us 2. Are we together? So now here now minus, what is the common factor here? Which is 1. So 1 into x, we have x. Minus times minus plus 1 into 2, we have 2 equals to 0. So when you are solving by factorization method, and what you have inside the first bracket is equal to what you have inside the second bracket, then you are correct. You continue solving your question. But if they are not the same, it means there is something wrong somewhere. Then you go back and check your work. So now let's now continue now. So the first thing, we will combine the factors together, which is 2x minus 1 into, we pick one between these two, x plus 2. Everything equals to 0. Are we together? So having done that now, the next thing we are going to do now is we equate the 2 to 0. So we now have 2x minus 1 equals to 0, comma, x plus 2 equals to 0. Are we together? Then you now say remove what? Remove the bracket. So when you remove the bracket, it will now give us 2x minus 1 equals to 0, comma, x plus 2 equals to 0. So having done that now, we now say take 1 to the other side. So we now have 2x equals to 1. It's minus 1, so when you bring it to the other side, it will turn to plus 1. Comma, x equals to, this one is plus, it will turn to minus. Are we together? So now you are solving for single x, but you have 2x here. So which means you will now divide both sides by 2. It will now give you 2x over 2 equals to 1 over 2. So it will cancel each other like this. We now have x equals to 1 over 2 or x equals to what? Minus 2. So therefore, the value of our x equals to 1 over 2, comma, minus 2. So those are the two answers for the value of our x. So that's how to solve for by factorization method. So look at our answer now. Just master it. We are going to solve the same question in another clip by quadratic formula. So and we will arrive at the same answer. After that, we also solve it by completing the square method and we arrive at the same answer. So please kindly help us like it, share it, download it, and help us subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's a free subscription. Bye.